There are two or three things I'd say about the future of thought leadership. Firstly, it's getting more important. The populace of the planet are getting more educated, they're connected on the web, and they simply will not defer to experts. They're interested in ideas, they want to understand complex ideas that are relevant to them, and business organisations need to get better and better at understanding the way these ideas develop and ricochet around the world. And I've said elsewhere, I think the Dove Natural Beauty campaign is a really, really good example of how you need to be both proficient in marketing, normal marketing like advertising and PR, but alongside that this very powerful tool called thought leadership. So organisations are going to have to get better and better at this. My research showed, and without naming names, it's in the book, that there are too many organisations that bash out white papers and reports and different ideas without any thought to the impact that it's having, and that creates a cynicism in the audience. So better organisational expertise is there for the future. The other really, really interesting thing I've found is that most of the people I interviewed for the book, all of whom were leaders of big businesses, came to the conclusion in our discussions, 100% of them, that most thought leadership is Western. And yet in the world we've got economies like China and India and Brazil and Japan. Japan now is recovering very, very fast after a decade of stagnation. And they think very differently. The way they run their business is very, very different. So I think another interesting development of the future is non-Western thought leadership. As I say in the book, for example, the Japanese have this phrase, jisenchi, and they tell me that it can't really be translated into the West. It means, the nearest translation, and I've tried to get through this several times, is acquired wisdom. It's the sort of thing you learn by doing rather than learn by reading. And they feel the essence of their business practice emerges from the operations of the business, from doing things. And it can't really be captured in linear Western thinking. Almost everybody I interviewed from China or Japan or India felt that Western thinking was far too linear, only told one side of the story, and they're developing business policies that are very, very different. So I think a really interesting and exciting development in thought leadership will be when we see white papers and reports from Shanghai or Mumbai.